What is going on, everybody? I'm B Red,
And this is Postman.
and this is Poor Therapy. Uh, if you want to talk to us about anything, it could be, your opinion on something. It could be something political that's happening right now or in the past. Um, let's see what else. What else do we talk about? Pretty much anything. Like if you got a problem and you want some poor therapy or an opinion of somebody else's,
Just talk to us.
yeah, just talk to us. Which were those clips that I was uploading, got a couple people commenting on them and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, I added our number in a couple of the comments because they was like, uh, I can't remember who commented. It was some girl. I can't remember her name though, but she was like, "I'd like to talk to y'all," and I posted the number in the thing. But yeah, so if you want to talk to us, just let us know. And we'll make it happen. And we'll talk about whatever. But
What do you want to talk about today?
all right. Well, let me get my paper because I did a little bit of homework.
Okay.
First of all, though, I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole, and it was about Egypt. And apparently, it's all over TikTok. Like I've seen like 6 or 7 videos of it, but I cannot find anything online that says it's true. But apparently they did like this sound wave technology that they looked underneath the pyramid, and there's like these like huge like objects and stuff that they don't know what it is. But I think it's a little bit of misinformation because I can't find a single thing on Google. I can't find anything like on anything other than TikTok videos of it. So I'll show you the video later.
Oh, God.
But I'm just saying, if it's true, it's pretty cool. But there's nothing backing it up. It's just TikTok videos. But yeah, but the first one, um, France wants the Statue of Liberty back.
That really?
Yeah, yeah. Their president, Macron, I think is his name. Which he's in. It's kind of a conspiracy going on with him and his wife because everybody thinks that his wife is a dude. And if you look at the pictures and everything of this supposable dude that his wife is supposed to be, it looks like his wife might have been a dude. But allegedly, so we don't get in trouble. But
Is it France like in the shitter right now?
oh yeah, yeah. Most of Europe's in the shitter. That's why they want this war with Russia so bad, so they can do what people call a society reset. Because if you kill off a bunch of people, and then you have like kind of a renaissance kind of after that, kind of like how we had like after World War II and everything. So I mean that's a true thing. Look it up. But yeah, France is in the shitter. England's in the shitter, and it's mainly our fault if you want to get technical with it.
Oh my God. All right.
Well, I mean,
Tell me how America sucks.
I'm not telling you how America sucks. I'm just telling you how it's our fault. And it's our fault because, we went into Iraq and we went into Afghanistan and we just blew everything up. And all those people, all those immigrants and everything, they went to Europe. Some of them went to here, but we caused like a mass migration.
I can't believe that there's that many people out there.
Oh, yeah, there's a shit ton of people out there.
No, like I mean in Iraq and Afghanistan and
Oh, yeah, and they're all fighting over desert, which, I mean, yeah, there's oil in the desert, which makes it, you know, profitable and everything. But I couldn't imagine giving my life for some sand, if you get what I mean.
well, isn't it like sacred land to them?
I mean, in Jerusalem, that's like the Holy Land. And then you got the whole, I don't know if you can say it because you might get banned, but you got the whole Israel Gaza type bullcrap.
I tell you what, I would like to do. What this is kind of off topic, but on topic is what is I don't think you're allowed to just go to it. It's like the meteorite from heaven. You know what I'm talking
Meteorite
about?
from heaven.
It's like this giant meteor that all the Islamics go
You're
to
talking
worship.
about the square
Yeah,
thing that all the Arabs and Muslims worship.
yeah.
God, what is that thing called? I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it at this
I wouldn't
moment.
mind going and seeing that.
Just seeing a big square.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures of it.
Yeah. Have you seen the masses that surround it?
Yeah,
I mean, it's crazy.
yeah. They think it's. I'm gonna have to research it, but they think it's holy and everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's I wouldn't worship a stone.
You wouldn't worship anything.
I would worship stuff if I actually thought that there was something to it.
You know what? You know what I think? I think an alien could show up, like an actual alien, and just pretend to be like God. Be like, "Yes, I created you."
Well, you do know that that's a conspiracy that a lot of people think's gonna happen.
Well, the aliens made us.
Basically, yeah,
But
they're the fallen angels,
yeah,
and they come back, and then everybody's like, "Oh my God, there's aliens!"
yeah,
And
they get their spaceships that are buried under the pyramids.
I mean, who knows? It's possible. Let me get a drink real quick. But oh man, I dropped my thing. My mouth's a little dry. What was I talking about? Oh, so yeah, France wants the Statue of Liberty back. Which I think is kind of funny because you want to know the main reason France is upset.
What?
They're upset at us because, well, I wouldn't say us. They're upset at Trump because he's kind of taken Russia's side in a way. Have you seen anything about
No.
that? All right. Well, basically, he gave the president of Ukraine the option of either sign over half your mineral rights and we'll give you support and we'll have a ceasefire and all that, or we're just going to let Russia just run over you. And so they finally, I think they came up with a deal or whatever, and now they're trying to get a ceasefire and a peace thing going. But Europe wants peace troops in Ukraine, but Russia said there's no peace troops in Ukraine, nothing like that. If there's going to be a peace, then it's going to be like a peace, But I think eventually Russia is just going to try to take them over because Putin's got like the old Soviet mind where he wants to reclaim old Soviet territories and make Russia great like it once was. I think he'll die before that happens, though. He'll probably pick a successor that has those values and that idea. But France is also mad at Russia because France is losing a lot of economic deals in Africa because France has a crap ton of settlements and economic deals with like all the countries in Africa and stuff. And Russia has been sending in Wagner groups. That's like their mercenaries. And they've been like destroying all of France's economic deals and stuff like that. I think they've lost like the last time I read, they lost like 6 or 7 like huge deals. And these are like mineral deals because that's what everybody wants right now is they want minerals. They want cobalt, they want lithium, stuff to make electronics because That's going to be the next big thing.
Oh, your AI powered robots, servants.
I actually got a video I want to show you.
Oh my
And
god!
it's by Boston
Okay,
Dynamics.
okay, all right.
Yeah,
all right.
I've seen it, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna show that to him. So yeah, so that's the main reason why France is keep pushing and they want war with Russia. But the thing is if they actually went to war with Russia, they'd lose.
I wonder what the price on the Statue of Liberty is.
I don't know.
Like, I wonder how much it took France originally to commission it to be done, and then to haul it over here, and then what the inflation value of that is for today's standards.
Well, I think they built it in America, didn't they?
Oh, I have no idea.
I'm pretty certain they built it in America. I think they paid for the building of it, but it was built here.
I don't know.
They just paid for it. So that's a good question. We might Google that later. The two astronauts that were stuck in space finally came back, which everybody's claiming that it's AI with the video that they have. Which I'm not gonna lie, I watched a couple of the videos, and there's just one video where, like, you know how you got the ocean and the waves? Well, this one guy pointed out in one of the videos that there's no like water coming up onto the craft. It's just like a line where the water is, and then you see behind it like the water waving, and like there's no like water coming up it. So that made me go down a rabbit hole and actually look up if we actually went to the moon and all that. So I'm in between that right now. I haven't made my decision yet because I'll show you the video. I saved it. It's pretty. I wouldn't say it's 100% convincing, but it does make you think. Like, oh man, did we even really go to the moon?
You make me think.
Wow.
You make me question everything.
Our aircraft carrier that's in the Mediterranean Sea got attacked by the Houthis in Yemen. You know who they are? It's a terrorist group that's backed by Iran.
I've heard of the Yemen.
Yeah, but they so we did strikes with Israel, and they retaliated and attacked our aircraft carrier, and then we brought our aircraft carrier back from where it was. So we kind of retreated because they had a bunch of drones and shit thrown at us. I can't find out if they damaged the aircraft carrier or not. I think they might have, because that'd be the only reason you'd retreat, is if something got damaged and then you had to come back and fix it.
I mean, I don't know.
But that happened. And they're still doing like a ban on anything Israel because of the whole Gaza situation. What's your opinion on that?
I don't know anything about anything.
It's a very sad situation, what's going on over there. Because I've watched a lot of videos on it. And the thing is, this episode might get banned, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. The thing is everybody in the Middle East is raised to hate us, no matter what. Like, if you go into an ISIS camp, you'll see kids give, people that's not from there, Americans, Europeans, whatever, like the death, like, they're going to cut off your head and everything. I was watching videos of that. So I'm sure it's the same in Gaza and everything. And the thing is Americans aren't really liked in Israel either. Because I went down a rabbit hole and I was like, you know what? Like, we're giving these people so much money. Like, let me look into them. I've seen countless video after video after video of Christians in Israel just preaching or whatever, and then you got these little kids running around like hitting the Christians that are preaching, telling them to stop. You got these grown men just spitting on the Christians and stuff. So I get it. America has a standpoint of why we fund them because it's technically our only ally in the Middle East. And we mainly use Israel to bomb other groups and stuff like that we find that's a disinterest in America's interest or whatever. I don't see how that fixes anything though. It's just going to add more gas to the fire. It's going to create more terrorists. You kill a bunch of people like they're doing, it's just going to add more terrorists to Hamas, to the other terrorist groups. So I don't really see what they're getting out of that. And not only that, but you got the International Criminal Court that's going after Israel, and they just put out a big thing. So any Israeli IDF member that goes into any of the countries that have signed this deal, it's like 30 or so countries, I think, that signed this. And if they find any of them, they lock them up and then they go straight to jail. So right now, all the Israel soldiers and stuff, they're like all panicked and freaked out. But you want to know something crazy? We pay for their army and we give them benefits before we give our own people benefits. Ain't that crazy? What are you thinking right now? Look it up. You can look it up. It's true. We 100% pay for their whole army. We pay for every soldier they have. And if something happens to that soldier, they instantly get benefits. There's no like VA. There's no like, second person or whatever that will, see if this person actually needs that or this. They just get it. We're just throwing bricks of money at him. So that's my opinion on that. I wouldn't say I'm anti-Semitic because I have no problem with Jews, but I don't see how the acting president that they have right now is helping in any way. If anything, he's just digging a huge hole. He's not digging a huge hole for himself, but he's digging a huge hole for their country. Because there's a huge surge of dislike in Americans right now. Because, they're seeing all these videos of kids being blown up, kids being shot. I watched a video the other day of, he might have been 16, 17. He was just running down the street. And then these soldiers just started open firing on him. Which, I don't know if he lived or not. I doubt it. Because it looked like a couple of those bullets hit him. I don't know the damage of what those bullets do once they hit. So, yeah, it's a messed up situation. And I was hoping, with Trump coming in, he wants to be this peaceful president. But it seems like he's only doing half of that. If you get what I mean. So, I don't know. Maybe he's got a goal down the road that might fix all that, but I highly doubt it. It's always been a mess in the Middle East, and I think it probably always will be. My other thing is the president of Congo, which is in Africa. This is the last of the political stuff, so calm down. But the president of Congo wants Trump to come in and help restabilize his country. Because right now there's like 100 different militant groups, like just going through from city to city, just killing people. Like it's kind of insane. So we'll probably be going to war in Congo next to get those mineral deals because Congo or whatever, they're the richest area in the world. They have like $200 trillion worth of minerals, and we're all about minerals right now. So probably get a draft or something for that. Let me see. I think I wrote something down. Okay, this is my other thing that I have. Have you seen all the videos of people burning Teslas?
No.
Well, I'm not exactly sure. I'm pretty certain it's mostly like all the liberal Democrats and stuff that are doing it. It's the climate change people. They're hardcore for climate change. It's the people who bought Teslas when they first came out. But now, since Elon is helping Trump go through all of our government programs and they're kicking out like all the DEI crap and all the waste and abuse and all that, which may or may not be. I haven't really looked into most of the stuff they've kicked off. But yeah, for them to protest, they're just going around burning Teslas. It's pretty insane too. I watched a couple of videos of Teslas burning, and it doesn't seem like very American. Seems like we're kind of like a third world country right now, which is weird in certain areas.
Okay.
All right, and then my other things I got written down are for videos. You want to see them?
All right.
I got one thing I wrote down just because I thought was pretty interesting. It's about Ubisoft.
Okay.
So Ubisoft has had so much trouble selling their games, and their developers have been getting like harassed and everything. Which I'm go ahead and give my opinion. The games the last couple years have sucked. Not only have like the games like just like there's no creativity, but the graphics have went down. Have you noticed that?
Of Ubisoft games?
Yeah. Like you take one of their old games, like I had a video I was watching and it
the
was
Wasp right there.
I don't care about that thing. But yeah, like it just seems like the graphics have went down. And maybe that's just me, but that's what
What Ubisoft games do you play?
none of them. Or wait a minute. Is Battlefield Ubisoft?
No.
Oh, that's EA, ain't it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, no, I don't play any of them then. I think the last one I played was uh it was an Assassin's Creed game. It was like a couple years ago. But anyway, they're lawyering up, and anybody who says anything about like their developers or whatever, they're gonna sue. So basically, they're going bankrupt. They're trying anything, and oh damn, give me a second. I got to sign into TikTok. I forgot. By the way, guys, we had a bunch of technical difficulties right before we started the podcast, and I was getting pretty aggravated. We couldn't get the mics to show up. The hell. All right, let me go. Thank you. All right, so here. All right, wait a minute. Let me see if I can find that one. Where do we leave off on? I think it was here. All right, so let me go back and share it on the thing. Share screen. Boom. All right, we'll do your robot one first. So this is Boston.
All right, robots now move better than most humans. Boston Dynamics just demoed the latest update on Atlas, the humanoid robot, and the movement is so smooth. Check this out.
I don't think so.
It's gonna happen.
It costs way too much to make and maintain.
Look at that. He's doing flips. You don't believe that karate one that we watched last week was real? I'm telling you. Look at that. See that?
It was able to achieve this upgrade with reinforcement learning policies.
What do you think of that right there?
I think it's pretty awesome.
I'm telling you, everybody's gonna have.
No.
Oh, this is that pyramid one.
Okay.
So I'm pretty certain this is.
So I'm going to show you something pretty wild. Underneath the Khafre Pyramid, one of the Great Pyramids of Giza,
But I
they
found like
discovered a building that
like
is
100
2
videos.
kilometers in size.
It's called
Last
wait,
Saturday.
well, I think
Cloud-
it is. I think this is misinformation. I don't think this is true because I can't find anything on Google. I can't find anything on the internet.
Let me trust a guy wearing a construction vest what he knows on Egypt.
Well, I'm a summer it down. So basically, there's a bunch of structures underneath the pyramids, and they think that it powers in some way, but they don't know how. But
You
like
know what? It's connected to the Hoover Dam.
I mean, anything's possible. But I do think it's fake. But I just wanted you to see it. But this is I mean, let me angle this. Is that a better angle?
A little bit.
All right. There we go. Does that look fake to you? Now, the one video I watched, the dude was like, I've been in the ocean all my life. And the water should be coming up over this and whatnot. And that's what made me think, did we really go to the moon?
Oh my god. Is space real?
Well, space is real.
Are you sure about that?
No,
Have
I'm-
you seen it yourself?
No, I haven't. But I do believe it's real. All right, let me see. Oh, there's 2 herbs that could help reverse Alzheimer's. I thought that was pretty cool. And it's like herbs that you have inside that you cook with. If you want to listen to that. Are you interested in that? No, I didn't think so. Oh yeah, so I wanted to talk about this. So have you ever been on a cruise?
No. Is that sewage?
Yeah, what do you think happens to all the shit and everything?
It just goes in the ocean.
I don't know how I feel about that. Why? I mean, the ocean's a big place. I get that. But why don't we have some sort of like huge waste center? Why don't we like recycle that to use for like fertilizer or something? Like, you get what I mean?
I do. So, from what I know, what I remember in like earth science and shit from high school is that you can't use your own byproduct to grow the food that you eat. It's not.
Yeah, but we use chicken crap, we use
I
cow
don't-
crap, we
I
use
don't-
horse crap.
I don't know what the magic ingredient is. I don't know.
I mean, today I just put horse crap in my garden. And I Googled it and it said it's perfectly fine. Because I wanted to make sure, because I didn't want to like have too much nitrogen or potassium or whatever and
Yeah.
something not grow. So I was like, well, let me ask my chat GPT.
Oh my goodness.
Why have you not like messed with that? It's cool. It's actually pretty awesome.
I don't know what I would ask it or what
Ask it
what I
anything.
would use it for.
You know what I do sometimes? I'll I'll hit my pen and then I'll just be like, you know what? Let me think of something. And then I'll just start asking it something. So whatever pops in my head, like something I want to know, I'll just start asking it. And sometimes I'll use the voice option. And it's like talking to somebody else. So it's it's pretty cool. And all it does is it just scopes the internet and whatever's real, it will give you the information that you need. So it's like having like your own personal Jarvis from Iron Man.
Have you heard about the like data centers for like big AI?
Yeah,
Like
they're
the people that have to like basically teach the AI's algorithm on what is wrong and not to show. So they have to like sit there and click through like CP and like all sorts of heinous stuff and tell the AI.
I haven't looked into that.
Yeah.
I will say though, ever since they brought back TikTok, my TikTok has not been the same. Like I used to get like all kinds of like news from everywhere, and now it's trying to like make it all local. Like I'm getting stuff from I was getting stuff from Harrisonburg and like a couple towns over, Ruckardsville, stuff like that. So they've done something. I don't know what they've done, but I don't like it. It's almost made me like not want to search on TikTok anymore. But I've gotten so used to like finding all my stuff on TikTok that I can't go back to Facebook. Facebook sucks. All Facebook has is just a bunch of memes and like funny videos. Like that's all my
Yeah, the
Facebook
good
would ever
stuff.
show. Yeah, but I mean, if you want to be informed and learn this and learn that, you need something a little better. And Instagram blows. All Instagram is just fucking, or excuse my language. All Instagram is just people showing this or showing that. Because I was trying to find like the best social media to try to use and which one was the best. I'm not made for Instagram. It's too many bloated up egos. It's people taking pictures of $1 million cars. Like it's just not for me. And then all X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it, it's just people dying. Like that's all that is. Like I'll get on Twitter for like 10 minutes and I've already seen like 40 people die. And it's like actual videos of people getting like stabbed, or you can see like the knife go into people and blood going everywhere. And I'm surprised it's not banned or censored, but if you want to watch people die, I mean, I guess that's where you go.
That's where I hang out the most.
Really, you like X the most?
Unironically, yeah, it is the one that I use the most.
What do you watch on there?
I don't watch anything. I just use it to follow like certain things that I'm interested in. Like I follow Bethesda.
That company sucks now.
Well,
I don't think they'll ever be back to what they used to be. Like at the Fallout 3 good days when they were actually something. But I forget what I was going off on. Something about trying to find the right social media.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, TikTok's probably the best for like a wide scope of things. But it's starting to suck now. So, and I've been laying off of it. I haven't been on it as much because I've been trying to take myself off of it because I was spending way too much time on it. So I've been trying to get away from that a little bit. Let me see what my thing says. Oh yeah, I got another video I gotta show you.
Oh goodness.
And then you'll have to get your computer and look up the Reddit stuff I shared on you. Because I found a couple things that we can talk about on Reddit.
I got my cell phone.
All right. So, yeah. So, this is the cruise ship that just empties the toilets and everything into the ocean. Oh, yeah. This is pretty interesting. So, happened at the CIA headquarters. There was armed gunmen there, and I don't know if they got him or not. That's probably something I should look up. But yeah, it was right after the JFK files, which I'm kind of disappointed in. They really didn't. I mean, they released a bunch of files, but it doesn't like everything they released. We already knew.
What do you want it to say? That
Well, I want them to release the files that they didn't release. That's the ones I want. But they'll never release that. Oh, this is another robot one. I'm telling you.
vacuuming.
Yeah, it's from NVIDIA. It's waving. We're all going to have robots soon in the future.
Not for like another 100 years.
No, it's going to be faster than you think.
No.
And I got a feeling that there's going to be some way that either the government or a company is going to take the cost of it and give them out just so like people will have them. Like, you remember the movie iRobot?
Yeah.
I think that's how, the robots are going to be dished out. Every household's going to get one. And then that robot is going to just spy on you and record everything. I'm telling you. That's how it's going to be. Oh, so this is
how Japan.
Why don't we have this right here? So Japan, all their sidewalks and stuff and some of their cities have electronic like sidewalks that when you walk on them, it uses the kinetic energy of your weight and it powers all their lights and shit. I'm serious. You can look this up. Why don't we have this? This is like free energy, basically. Look.
It probably doesn't create as much as you think it does, if it is real.
One step lights a light bulb for 20 seconds. One step. Think how many times somebody and all the people are sitting there walking, and it can light one step can light a light bulb for 20 seconds.
What's it called?
This video says how Japan turns footsteps into electricity. Japan uses, I can't say that word. What is that word? Piezoelectric technology to use renewable energy. And then this guy commented, America would charge us to walk.
Generates electricity using people's footsteps. Tokyo, one of the busiest cities in the world, has installed these special black tiles on pedestrian walkways. Every time someone steps on them,
why don't we
the
have
tiles
this
capture
stuff?
the kinetic energy from footsteps and convert it.
It's almost like we're like 10, 15 years behind of Japan, like technology-wise, like socially, in our cities and whatnot.
Into electricity, powering the city's future with every step. At the core of this technology is piezoelectric technology, which converts mechanical pressure into electrical power. A single step can light up 10 bulbs for 20 seconds.
I don't know.
This technology is
bulbs
now
for 20
spreading
I don't
worldwide,
know.
with several European
I don't know.
countries implementing it in high traffic areas such as football stadiums and amusement parks.
I mean, if it's real, it's
I'm pretty certain it's real.
it's really awesome.
But why don't we have any of this stuff? Like, I was watching videos of like Japanese cities and stuff. They look way cooler than our cities. Our cities look like shit.
Yes, I mean, I'll agree with you there.
This is a huge riot that's happening in Israel right now. Or no, this is Serbia. So Serbia, there's all these are people, like millions protesting. I don't know what Serbia's done for all these people. Let me see. I think that might be it. I think that's all the videos I saved. What is this? No, we already got that one. But yeah. Let me exit that so it don't mess up. So yeah, that's my videos I saved.
You,
How you feel about that?
mm, mm.
Did you learn anything? You obviously learned something.
Yeah, I learned something.
Well, I'm happy I could help you. All right. I can't remember what I sent you.
You sent me a lot.
Yeah, I did send you a lot.
Uh,
I was going through like a sharing spree because I was like, oh well, we could talk about that. Oh, we could talk about this.
okay. The first one we got is nearly 100% of cancer identified by AI.
Can you give me more details? I can't remember that one. Like I said, I shared a lot.
Nearly 100% of cancer identified by new AI, easily outperforming doctors in what's expected to soon be commonplace. AI is being harnessed to pick up signs of cancer more accurately than the trained human eye.
Okay. That was just something I thought was cool that I shared.
Okay.
So basically, AI is going to be replacing a lot of people. And like I said, this ain't going to be until like 10, 15 more years from now. So, like, you got to think, like, the thing I read is that AI is pretty much doubling its improvement every 7 to 8 months. So, in 5 years, that AI is going to be able to predict everything you do. You eat something, it's going to predict what it does in your body. What's the chances of that or this environment or whatever that's going to cause cancer? Like it's going to calculate all that. And then when you get the neurochip thing, that's going to be insane.
Oh, man. All right. The next one is a violent supernova triggered at least 2 Earth extinctions.
Oh, yeah. So Earth has had, I think, up to 6 mass extinctions where like 90 to 95% of all life on Earth was eradicated, which is insane when you think about it, because only 5% of whatever was left repopulated. So that means 95% of anything that's ever lived is dead. That's kind of crazy. But what's even crazier is 2 stars that blew up, they think caused 2 mass extinctions. So I can't wrap that in my head. So a star millions of light years away blew up, and somehow the force and the whatever, heavy metals and chemicals and whatever comes off of that star after blowing up made it here and caused a mass extinction.
I've never heard of this.
Oh, read it.
The next one, should I tell my boyfriend about my recent diagnosis?
Oh, okay. So this one was a Reddit story. If I remember correctly,
Diagnosed with major depressive disorder with psychotic features.
yes. My opinion, and I'm gonna give you some poor therapy here. Yes, I would tell him. I mean, that's something important. That's going to affect the relationship. That's gonna affect, you know, that person and the person you love. So I would tell him. I wouldn't keep that a secret. Would you? If you was diagnosed with depression or whatever it was that she was diagnosed with, would you hold that from your wife?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. That was
But so what is the condition where like someone doesn't process normal human emotions? Is it schizophrenia?
schizophrenia is where you see things and hallucinate and hear voices. But there's different like versions of schizophrenia. Let me think. What is that? Somebody that can't process human emotions. I think it's just a psychopath. If I had my phone, I'd ask chat.
Depersonalization or derealization disorder. Anyways, I have a little bit of a story here.
Okay.
So when I was in psychiatric care down in Texas, I met a lot of colorful people while I was there. And this one individual came in, and he was a lower rank person. He only been in military for a few years, and I'm not going to give any details about this person because
Yeah, we're not permitted to do that.
well, I mean, it's not only that, but I'm kind of a little bit genuinely afraid of this individual.
Think he'd come and find us.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, nobody would know who he is.
but so anyway, I mean, I can't even remember his name. So
And unless we get ultra famous, he ain't never gonna see this.
yeah. Anyways, we were sitting outside smoking one day, and he was just like, I forget how we got on to the topic, but he just looks at me and he goes, "Yeah, so it turns out that like I can't process human emotions like other people, like normal people." And he called himself something, and he said what I just said, like derealization and whatnot. He's like, I just don't feel things that other people feel, and he was telling me that he would like murder cats.
Ah,
He'd shoot them like with a rifle or a pistol, and like a bunch of other stuff. And he was married, and he's like, anybody didn't want anyone to know, and he didn't want an official diagnosis because he would have been put into a loony bin.
yeah.
And so I have kept that secret with me.
All right.
I kind of feel bad.
So he would just like kill cats for no reason, basically.
He gave me a very detailed like story of how he blew a cat's head off with like some M80s and stuff, and bats. That was
Wow.
another one, and squirrels.
Well, I'm hoping he gets help. I don't really know what to say to that.
He told me he was a phenomenal liar, that he would always blame it on like someone else or something like that. And he's like, yeah, just been, like he told me he's been lying to his wife about like all this, that, and the other. And I was just like, oh my god, this person's actually pretty cray.
That is insane, though. I wonder if he ever changed or if he ever got help.
I don't know. He was starting a business with his wife where they were making candles, like homemade candles,
Oh, okay.
but they looked like desserts.
Wow. I read something about candles that apparently like when you burn candles or whatever, you're not supposed to burn a candle inside because when they burn or whatever, they release some type of chemical, and if you inhale it, it sticks to your lungs and apparently it causes some type of disease or disorder. So there you go, free information right there.
All right, next one. How do people realize they've married the wrong person?
All right, this is
This one's pretty short. Let me read it.
all right. Go ahead.
When people go through dating and the wedding ceremony, but for some reason later on in life they've realized they married the wrong person, how do they know? Were these repressed feelings that were never addressed, or they just blindly went through the marriage? Did they eventually realize that they don't truly know who the other person is?
Are you done reading?
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, all right. So, how do you know if you've got with the right person? Well, I mean, I would say, did any red flags go off when you were talking or dating this person? How do they handle certain situations? If they don't handle them right, or if you catch them in lies, obviously if they cheat. Let's see. I mean, it's pretty simple. Like if you find any deception at all, like there's red flags there. Trying to think of some others. Can you think of anything? It's pretty simple. I mean, it's basically like just watch who they are. If you see something that just doesn't sit right, maybe move on.
Yeah.
Because picking the right person is a huge thing in life. You do not want to go through life with the wrong person. You're going to be miserable. Who knows? You might be suicidal, depressed, miserable. Like, you don't want to pick the wrong person. So when you're dating somebody and you're thinking about making that person your life partner, make sure you check off, make sure there's no red flags, make sure there's no cheating, no lying, deception. Like, it's pretty simple. It's not really rocket science, but there are people that are pretty good at hiding that stuff. So I would say trust your gut, but sometimes your gut isn't always right. But if you feel like something's off, communicate and talk. That's usually the best thing. If you talk and something just doesn't seem right with what they say, there you go, red flag. Move on. So, yeah. Did I send you anything else?
You sent me a bunch of stuff, but I need to call it.
Okay.
I gotta get up early.
What you gotta get up early for?
It's I'm going to West Virginia.
Oh, okay.
It's my grandfather's 83rd birthday.
Well, happy early birthday. Yeah, so if anybody wants to talk to us about anything, could be, a personal problem, a situation at work. I don't really want to deal with like family drama because that's kind of hard to get through all that. But yeah, anything really. We're just here to talk, here to communicate with you, here to give you poor therapy. So if you do want to talk to us, don't be scared to reach out. There's a number down on the screen spinning. Text that number. We'll set it up, and yeah, we'll just talk to you and have a good time. So we'll be going live again next Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And we'll see you then, guys.
Peace.
Later. Good night.